And we are here with part 3 of Horizon Forbidden West. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's see here. What should we do? I mean, let's go here.
Proper servant now. Laughing about it. We already got bags. If you call a few squiggles a piece of paper.
Alvin must be.
Didn't expect to see you up and about. Must really be someone. When someone knows how to tickle.
Let's see.
I've heard of your adventure.
Finally!
My
Whoa, it's really long. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we could sell here.
Interesting.
Remember, I have the best armor on the market.
Even from a distance.
Oops. I only got 38 mouse shirts, okay. Wow. All right, let's see what we can do. Nothing? Okay. Alright, so we got all here, we got everything's full. Oh, can't craft any of those. Can't craft any of those.
This is gonna be my day. Okay.
Warrior bow.
When do you think you could fix this lucky hammer of mine?
What's this? Acid Hunter, Fire Hunter bow.
Shop just opened up, and I've got a backlog of orders, so wouldn't hold my breath.
Okay.
Do you speak ale, friend?
Don't you think I
Huh. That one looks like she needs a drink.
You just gonna stand there?
You heard the whistle. Time to go.
But
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Baron Lightbodies. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Alright, they're on their way. Perfect.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it, I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight for Barren Light. Or poke around the Daunt some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink. Hold on to this for later.
What's up, Hellboy?
Scroungers. Natives.
Uh-oh.
Hit the mark!
I think your mic's off, Mike. Unless mine is. No.
If I find where these machines are made, I might learn.
Hold on. Oh, I can hear you now. Barely. Hold on, let me turn you up. Now say something? There you go. Yeah, your mic's really, really, really quiet. Holy shit.
How to override them.
I don't know. I have to turn you up even more. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I think I might have. No. Now talk. There we go. No, my slider for some reason was to game over chat in the chat settings. Weird. Yeah. Why? Is it not that good? Oh, hand cannons? Yeah. I have this one that you can use as a it's like a 6-shooter, so you can slap fire it when you're hip firing. It's fucking really cool. I don't know. All I know is like that it used to shoot way faster than everybody else's. Like when it was a feature on that one gun, but by now they probably have fucking tons of them, kind of like that, right? So. Right?
Scroungers. Moldov said I could find a metal panel in one of their scrap piles.
And that's the thing too, is like when you have a good one that does good damage and shit. Like I keep like one of every class, usually odd be a day. I go from there. Got a couple of assault rifles. One that has a high fire rate with less damage, and one that has a little bit less, well, way less fire rate, but high damage just in case. But,
No metal panel. I would check another scrap pile.
oh, isn't?
Shame there's no fire.
What the fuck did that raccoon? Damn. That's so awesome. Ferrari red, yeah. I think somebody painted one yellow. Yeah, it was aftermarket. But they did that Ferrari yellow color. Yeah. Just like Ford. Or no, who was it? Who was it? Miramax or...
Okay, now to look through the scrap piles for a metal panel.
Oh, yeah. Ah, there we go.
I'll put these in my pack. I think I have everything I need for Mildiv. Good thing, too. I can use a decent meal.
Oh, this was the area I was supposed to be at. That's hilarious. I didn't even know. I just thought it was spot on the way. And then I killed all these scroungers. And when I looked at one of the scrap piles and picked up what I needed for the cook. Oh, get off of there. Search. Aloy. There we go. Guess I didn't have to jump up there. She could have just ran up there. Do that.
Snow's done. For now, at least.
Oh, now that I think of it. Did you hear who's in charge now? Oh, we're fucking this in a straight line.
Is really that bad?
Who's about it? Use of the glass hand. No, we all know who did that.
Ooh.
You'll need those out there.
Are you ready?
We need the last supplies to come in.
When's that?
Workbench. Weapon upgrades. Level 3 Hunter Bow. Awesome. Next. Outfits.
Gonna be.
No idea. I can follow up and ask.
Yeah. Going out there unprepared is like asking for an arrow in the gut.
Alright.
How could there be an underground city in the French?
How do I fast travel? R2 to travel? Okay. Fast travel. Sweet. some more fast travel.
Stealth, power, and protection. What will you choose? Fortune favors the boldly forged. Fight well in return.
A flathead.
Oh, excuse me. Hopefully I muted that in time. Oh, jeez. Oh, I sneezed. I said hopefully I muted it in time. So, all right, I got 4 of those. 5. Okay. Okay.
Be careful.
Ah, there you are. I happen to receive another visit from Olvin himself. He was pushy, but I stood my ground. And dare I say it, I even got my own back. Yes, I did.
I'm listening.
When I made his meal, I used 3 pinches of salt. Instead of 2.
Each journey begins with a single step, I guess. I think I have everything you asked for.
Then just as you have inspired me, let us see if I can return the favor. Time to cook.
Wow. Mildef, that was inspired.
Next time you want the best provisions, you know where to find me. Your next order of any dish will be on the house.
Thanks. And don't forget to stand up for yourself.
Funny you should say that. As it happens, I'm already cooking up my next portion of resistance. Hope to see you again.
stock up on some food before I head back out. And see what else Alder's cooking up.
Back for that free meal? Go on, peruse my menu.
Wonder if this is worth it.
Wish I could be that character.
Aloy, change your mind about that brew?
Fancy a game of
Come for that beer after all, eh? Here, sit down. Get a pint in her hand. Wasn't expecting you to swing by.
Since when do I do what's expected?
There's that spark. Fire and spit.
Fire and spit.
That's a blast from the bellows. Won't fix the forge, but at least I can forget about my troubles for a while.
Like what?
Well, things aren't as bad since you got this place running again. But we still got Olvin grating the gears about his concession decree. If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends. Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage.
Oops.
Maybe you could swing by. Convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. Been scraping by ever since.
You could always leave.
And go back east? Nah. I ain't one to leave a lit forge. Besides, someone's gotta be a squeaky wheel for the workers around here.
What else?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Tolland clean broker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
So Tolland works for Ulvin?
Ha! Ulvin might think so, but Tolland scrapes up his own scams. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
So about Ulvund.
Around here, everything's about Ulvund.
How'd he end up in charge?
He got here early, like a squirrel smelling a fat nut. He knew rebuilding Barren Light would need stone and timber. So he jangled purses all over Mainspring, getting investors to front claims on anything in the Daunt that might be worth a damn. Thing is, all the bankers back home know that this is Karja land, and the Sun King can revoke those claims at any time. That's why he's desperate for the magistrate to sign off on a concession decree.
So the Bristlebacks in the Daunt. Where did they come from?
That's the thing. No one rightly knows. They just showed up one day, rampaging around the valley like they exploded out of a forge. Lost some good people. But bless the bellows, you cleared them out and got this place working again. That put a dent in Ulvin's plans. Now, if only there were some way to smash them all together and run them out of town.
But how could Bristlebacks and the Daunt help Ulvund?
2 words. Concession decree. Since no one knows where the Bristlebacks came from, Ulvund has taken to blaming the Karja for them. He's hoping to dig up enough old resentments to get a strike going until the concession's signed. This is just his latest attempt. He's been trying to rile up the workers since the day he rolled into town.
And people actually believe him?
Lots of folks suffered at the hands of the Mad King during the Red Raids. Give him half a reason, they'll blame the Karja for anything.
Damn Karja slavers.
This concession decree, what is it exactly? And how would it help Ulvund?
It's pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would mean that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvund has a stake in all those claims, it would make him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would become an Osram municipality, so he could buy enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Figures if he keeps up the pressure, eventually the magistrate will sign.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Tolland making it rougher.
Petra said Tolland has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
Red! Welcome back. I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike. Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain mainly affects your machine's combat power. As you know, when fighting an opponent's machine, you compare its combat power to yours. The higher your machine's combat power, the more damage you can do. So finding the right terrain is an essential strategy for overpowering your opponent. Here, I'll show you. Grab that piece to your left and move to attack my machines. Now let's take a look at your machine's combat. Combat power is the sum of a machine's attack power and the value of the terrain it's standing on. Since your machine is attacking, it's using its 2 points of attack power. It's also standing on forest terrain with a value of 1 point. Add those together and your machine has 3 points of combat power. My machine is standing on grassland terrain with a value of 0 points. It's also not attacking, which means their attack points aren't in play. So my combat power is 0. This means your machine can do 3 points of damage. Go ahead and test it out. There you go. Now, choosing the right terrain doesn't just improve your offense. It can also help defend your machines from it. Grab your other piece and place it in front of my second machine. Since it's standing on grassland terrain, this terrain has a value of 0. This means your machine's combat power adds up to 2 points. My machine can't use their attack power since they're defending their position. But they have the higher ground. They're standing on forest terrain, which is worth 1 point. This means my combat power adds up to 1 point. Now, the front of my machine is colored blue. This means that the spot you're about to attack has armor protecting it, which means my machine gets an extra point, giving it a total of 2 combat power points. If we compare the combat power of both, you'll see that you won't be able to do any damage. Whenever you're unable to top an opponent's combat power, you can still choose to attack and break their machine's defenses instead. Go ahead, try it out and see what happens. See? When you break a machine's defenses, you can knock it backwards. Sure, both our machines will receive 1 point of damage, but knocking my machine off that terrain makes it more vulnerable. Not only that, if my machine had been blocked from moving backwards, it would have received an extra point of damage. And if my machine had been blocked by another one of my pieces, that machine would have received damage as well. That's why breaking a machine's defenses is a great way to deal damage to several pieces at once. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine's combat power. However, there are 2 other terrains that work a little differently. This is what we call a chasm. Only flying machines can be placed on those. But it'll take away 2 combat points if you do, so be wary. This is marsh terrain. Landing on it will take away 1 combat power. It'll also keep your machine from... Here, let me show you. Grab that machine on your left. See? All you can do now is wait for your next turn to move again. Or you can overcharge your machine to get out of there. You can still attack any nearby enemies so you're not completely helpless. Well, I think promise it'll all come in handy next time you play. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit? In a normal game, you get to choose which machine each one is worth, and you can spend. Knowing what each machine brings to the building an army is the key to be. When assembling your army, there are a few things to keep. First and foremost, you can never have more than 4 of the same machine on the board at the same. With that in mind, most players would choose machines based on how far they can move, but a real strike player will be looking at a machine's type and skills. Let's take a quick look, shall we? Pick up that machine on your left. All right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine attacks its opponents. In other words, its machine type. If you look at your notes, you'll see this machine here is a melee type. You can also tell a melee type. We've seen this plenty of times, so just move that piece forward so I can show you some more stuff. Great, now grab... Looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit the farthest enemy in their attack range. Let's move that machine forward and end your turn so we can take a look. Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of the skills I mentioned before. There's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the, but I'm pretty sure you've got more important. It's got all the tips and tricks. I think that about does it for now. Let's play. My turn. That's it for me. Thank the forge you hit armor. A single machine left? That ain't good. Time to get serious. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. That was brutal. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? Here we go. Your turn. Time to make my move. Your move, Red. I'm up. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. Lucky me, you hit armor. I'm up. You're up, Red. Looks like I lost. Let's do this. Your move, Red. My turn. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. Well, that's done now. Time to make my move. Knocked right off the board. Time to get serious. That's it for me. One less piece on the board. Oh, you hit that weak spot all right. Looks like you're down to one piece. Your turn. Time to make my move. You're up, Red. Ah, off the board it goes. Time to get serious. I'm up. I won! Oh, but I'll play you again if you want. Good luck. That's it for me. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. My turn. Your move, Red. Armor is a machine's best defense. That's how you do it. Your turn. Well, that's done now. Okay, let's see. Your move, Red. Ah, off the board it goes. I got a tough fight ahead of me. Time to make my move. Just one piece left. Now that was a game, even if I lost. This is gonna be fun. My turn. Board's all yours. That was brutal. I'm up. You're up, Red. Time to get serious. One less piece on the board. That's it for me. Knocked right off the board. Okay, let's see. Your turn. One less piece on the board. I'm up. You're up, Red. My turn. Knocked right off the board. Well, that's done now. Time to get serious. Off the board it goes. Time to make my move. That was brutal. You got me, fair and square.
Sweet. Now that I'm done that.
Don't be a stranger.
That's done. Next is, what is this here? Herbalist remedies. New quest. Cook.
I'm sorry, I'll be right with you.
Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm saying it's overkill.
It's a weapon. Kill is the point.
Not if it blows the user's arm off. Oh, just stop talking.
Where are we? Ah! So, you look like someone who's always searching for a new weapon. Am I right?
Actually,
But you're just nuts. I am with a customer.
I'm not a customer.
I got it. Triple the powder. It'll blow a Strider sky high. Ba-boom. One shot kill. Guaranteed.
Maybe I am.
Then you are in the right place at the right time, Red. How would you like to be the proud owner of the world's first machine-enhanced,
explosive, done in one, machine wrecking,
yet perfectly safe, javelin thrower?
Are you two from around here?
Nah, the claim. Dad sent us out west in search of some unknown opportunity. Said we'll know it when we see it.
Sounds like you had other ideas.
Let's just say that opening another trading post for my parents isn't how I want to make my mark in this world. I imagine traveling alone must be nice.
So she's your partner?
My apprentice and my sister. She's why we're out here. There was an incident. Another incident.
Involving explosives?
Ba-boom!
And Dad's precious homebrew. He shipped us out the next day.
Huh. Tell me more about this weapon of yours.
Saw a scroll when I was a kid by some Karja scholar who wandered out west. Had a scary drawing of a Tenakth warrior hunting with a kind of javelin thrower. Effective? Yes. Basic? Undoubtedly. But coming out here made me remember it. And I'm on the brink of vastly improving the tool's archaic design.
Whereas I will perfect it.
I can use machine parts to enhance the user's throw, increase the projectile's velocity.
Well, Boomer here is adamant that enhancing the projectile is better.
Namely with explosive tips.
Boomsticks.
Why not both?
That could work. There's one small snag. I need the parts to make the first working model.
Well, for starters, I'll need charger horns. Intact.
Yeah, that. Just be sure to shoot them off before the machine goes down. Otherwise, they break. But the real innovation, keep it to yourself, is a fanghorn rib.
There's a mean one east of here. Blow it sky high.
Boomer! You get him for me. It's yours. My treat.
You have a deal. I can override one of these chargers. I have to go in quiet so I don't spook the herd.
Oh. Okay, how do I do this now?
Machine's on to me. There's a horn.
What's up, T-Bear?
Howdy, howdy, duder. What's shaking?
Enjoying a little bit of an afternoon buzz.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with that.
And then as soon as Melanie gets home, we can fire up the big bowl.
Hell yeah.
Give up the hunt soon enough.
So, between the two of us, and I know this doesn't sound like a whole lot, but for us it's a lot. We went through 2 grams in 2 days.
That's not bad.
When she told the clerk up at the weed shop that a Texas weed shop. When she told the guy at the weed shop, he was like, "Yeah, we've got people that'll do a hell of a lot more than that." They're going through.
Should have enough charger horns for Della and Boomer now. Just need a rib from that fang horn they were talking about.
half a pound a day.
Yeah.
Know?
Holy shit.
What?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Like that's literally like the indicas that we're smoking, and even some of the hybrids. I don't necessarily like the hybrids because
pouch is full, but
they, to me, they sneak up on you, right? You're sitting there smoking, you know, having fun with your friends.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're potent, right? So
And then they smack you on the ass, and you know, and then hit you in the face with you know, you're going to bed,
right?
You know.
That's how wax is too, like shatter or wax, you know, like.
Yeah.
I have real bad, well, not really bad, but pretty bad fucking insomnia.
Yeah.
So my buddy that I used to live beside in Victoria in my apartment building, Jake, he hooked me up and he's like, here, try this, and he gave me a dab, and whenever I can't sleep, right, just take a dab and out like a light.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's good for that.
But at $10, you know, $10 a G, you know, I'm not really gonna sweat it too bad.
No, and that's at the dispensary.
Yeah, we'll call it a dispensary.
Is it? Oh, so it's just from your buddy?
No, it's CBD. Well, it's basically THC. There's weed. It's weed, but there's no THC in it.
Okay.
You know, so you get
It's
Delta
like
8. And you get the Delta 8 and the Delta 9. You get your Delta products, or your Delta 8 and your Delta 9. But you
yeah,
don't
I
get
get
THC.
And how's the CBD in it? Like, obviously pretty high then? Like,
Oh yeah.
high amounts of CBD for pain and whatnot?
Yeah. Like right now I'm laying on the couch, or reclined on the couch. And typically, you know, I have to get up and move around after 2 or 3 hours. So this couch, like, we bought them back in September of last year. And, they're still not all that broke in.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get up and move around every couple hours, sit here and smoke a bowl.
Is it just too stiff? The couches or what?
What do you mean?
For you? Didn't you say something about the couch you bought? I might have heard you wrong.
Yeah, I bought a couch. It's the couch and love seat both.
Yeah.
And so we've got one of each. And
nice.
So these couches look really nice, right?
Right.
But the problem is, you know, after almost a year, we really haven't broke these in.
Right. So they're stiff.
Yeah, they're really stiff.
That's a good thing though, you know, in a way. Like if they're really stiff, like you know that like they're not gonna wear out. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh yeah.
But like with it being stiff, yeah, it's with bone problems, back problems, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bed right now is like that. It's really really soft, and like I ever since I was, I don't know, teenager, I would have to every now and then sleep on the floor for my back. For like I'm able to pull my back out really easy. Doesn't help that I'm really tall. Shit, but yeah, when I was playing rugby and stuff, I would have to sleep on the floor to straighten out. Shit, fucking. But the bed we have now, it's so flippin' soft. Like we both kind of roll in the middle, even though it's brand new. They just got our extra soft mattress when we bought our new place because it came fully furnished. And my bed that I used to have was one of the firmest or stiffest ones out there.
Yeah.
And man, that's a huge change having that from that way. But I don't know, my couch. I built my couch, so well, my old couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Homer said that Fanghorn should be
Well, it'll break in. You just need a fat friend to come over and sit on it.
Yeah.
For a while.
I think that's kind of why our love seat that we have, because we have one from our old place.
Yeah.
It's literally what we moved in. How the hell are we going to entertain company if we have two places to sit down and eat? You know? And so I think that's why my couch is so soft, you know, is because
Gonna have to take it down to get its rib.
We've had it since like 6 months after we started dating.
Yeah.
So that couch is almost 9 years old.
Wow.
You know, and yeah, you can tell that
It's falling! Gotta go. Should be able to find it too. Got everything I need for going dinner.
Oh.
One of my favorite couches.
Yeah. Yeah, I bought two sets of couches and my kids fucking wrecked them.
Damn.
Yeah. Microfiber, bad idea. But it's hard finding a couch that's not microfiber nowadays. It's just stupid.
Right. See, what I went with was like almost that suede material.
Yeah, my one that I have now, it's like, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, looks woven kind of like jeans. You know how they got like the different colors, kind of like that, and it's pretty cool. Like the backs are just pillows, right, and the bottoms are normal. And so if somebody wants to stay here, all you do is take the backs, pull them off, throw them on the floor, and then it's like a single bed almost. Like it's pretty deep. So I don't know. I slept on the couch before. It's comfy as hell to sleep on.
Yeah, my grandma. It kind of irritated me when she said she was getting rid of her couch, because she's had that son of a bitch
I know that.
Forever.
You've got all the perks,
Fuck,
haven't you?
dude, since 1976.
Outstanding.
Has the
I
like
only
the
need a
print
few
of like
minutes to
the
finish the prototype.
water wheel
I'll take the
fucking
version that
shack
can't pull
on
my
it
arms
and
off. Thanks.
trees and shit.
Yeah. Well, so no, hers.
Not that old school.
Hers, they ended up
So
getting
did you blow up
from
any machines
Lazy
to get
Boy.
the parts?
Yep.
Bandits.
And so
really like
hers
explosions,
looked like.
Here we go.
Oh.
With the boomsticks?
Do you know what
you
the
betcha.
fuck?
Is it
a
safe?
Do you know what the
Probably.
fuck
Can I have
aerator
one?
is?
No.
Lawn aerator.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna make you
So
something even better.
it looks like somebody took one of
Ba-boom.
those.
Yeah.
And all the spines were in a straight line.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody went through and fucking did that all over the fucking furniture in one direction.
That's awesome.
So she's got like, I mean, it's a lot closer together, but I mean, she's got little dots.
Hey,
that are
Red.
almost like
How's the
woven
javelin
into
thrower treating you?
this-
Hope you're having a blast.
I don't want to call it suede because it's not suede. It's
Like that felt material. Like you brush it
Kinda,
one way and
sorta.
it kind of looks one color, and then like felt.
Yeah, it reminds me of a felt. And fuck, she's had that shit since 75 or 80. I think it's 85.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was 1985, and she decided she was going to finally get rid of them. I'm like, Grandma, why? Nobody sits on them. Yeah, they're fucking 40, 50 years old now, but, you know, like, they're still in really good condition. Like, yeah, I know, but I just want change of scenery. I want, you know, something different. And I'm like, you're not understanding what I'm telling you, woman. I want the couch. But
All right.
Don't see many Nora out in these parts.
Oh man, this game's pretty cool. I like it.
What's up?
Oh, this game that I'm playing.
What you playing?
Horizon Forbidden West. I got it for free, even though it's brand new. I got it on my PS Plus Extra.
Yeah.
It's funny, a lot of people knock people that buy the premium and the extras and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, the amount of games that I got for free and new games, right? Like stuff that's only been out like 3 months. I even got a couple of games that they went right to extra, like within a month of coming out. And, you know, you spend the extra, whatever, $30 or whatever it is. I think, what is it, $70 a year, and then I think it's 80 or what is it, 100 bucks or something like that for the extra. Well, majorly worth it in my eyes. Premium, not so much, because you get like lots of demos and stuff, and you do get more free games, but it's not worth that another $30. You know, you got a major amount on this. Like just for me having extra since November, and then I had premium for a month. Because I paid like $2 for it just to try it out. And I got like my list of games, I got like 740 games in my library now. Just from that chunk. Okay, what am I supposed to look for here? Bristleback, search west. Okay, I'm here, I think. Or am I not far enough west? spot. I think I have to go up more. Yeah, so I'm doing a whole bunch of, what is it? Streaming and stuff now. Oh, well, do I have my phone on me? No. I'll send you a link. I was doing, well, I didn't have internet there for the past few months. I was doing videos, like making game videos, games I didn't need to have online. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of Ace Combat ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
yeah,
dude, the one video that I did, I finally was able to sync my videos to the music that I put in the background. So every time there was an explosion, and whatnot in the game was, or the music would do a drop, or like, you know, an explosion of itself kind of ordeal with drums and whatnot, like a build up or whatever. It was awesome. I'll post it. Sorry, I got hiccups now. In a few seconds here. Just want to get out of this water so I don't die. I'm swimming. Get out of the water. There we go. Alright. Up. There we go.
Hope this tastes as good as it looks.
Okay. Okay, where do I need to go? Why is it showing me this way again? Go. There we go.
So after smoking a couple of different strains, I've realized some of them have hairs on them.
Have hairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hair-like fibers. Because I noticed that when we grind it up, there's a whole bunch of shit at the bottom.
Like what color?
Charged off the cliff.
It's like a light green.
I better keep following. The
Oh, yeah, that's normal. That's like the crystal and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get rid of that shit. Whatever you do. No, we call it hippie crack.
Hippie crack.
Yeah, because it's like some bud that you get and whatnot. Like white rhino, and when I was in high school and stuff, the whole outside was THC crystals, and it looked like white on the outside, and it was like shiny. Right? That's how much the bud would produce for crystals. And call it hippie crack because you just smoke the crystal and you just get right fucked up because it's really, really strong.
Can you save it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just put in like a little container, like a like a pill container that you can unscrew and screw on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just fill that up and keep it. All the grinding, all that fine stuff. Yeah, keep it, and then get a little makeup brush that you could get, or like a not that fine of a brush, but like like a what is it, nylon fiber kind of little brush, right? Or toothbrush, and then just clean out your grinder and put it all in there, all of it, and then and whenever, and keep it, and it'll stay, right? Just it's not like it will go like stale. It's already the dried stuff on it and whatnot. But yeah, you can keep that. And whenever you need something and you don't have anything, then you always got that. Like Hugh, when every time he buys wax and stuff, he would put a little bit away, right? Just in the thing, and he has a jar full, and he's got 300 different kinds of wax.
Damn.
Yeah, and he has just a just a puff of the wax
Oh,
left,
mine.
but well, not a puff, like a
No,
hit of
broken
it left.
trees.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's like a
he
stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came
when he was going through a hard time, he was doing just that, right? And he probably had
out of the daunt.
easy 500 different kinds and stuff, and he's back up to 300 now. And he went for a month or more, 2 months, I think, just on the wax that he had to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that stuff's good.
Yeah, I don't know that they do wax down here.
No, they wouldn't. But
even if it was like a modified, modified version,
The old cart
still don't
tracks
see.
collapsed.
I should ask my buddy Free. He.
Not going that
Oh,
way.
hold on. Let me deal with this dog. I'm back. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I should ask my buddy Free. He lives in Texas. If he knows somebody, because he smokes too. And he's not that far from Houston, I think.
Yeah.
Is it or what? What is it? Houston and what's the other one?
Well, you've got Houston, San Antonio, Austin,
Austin.
Dallas, and El Paso.
And Subi, he's in.
Wait, who is in Austin?
My buddy Free.
Bro, he's only like 2 hours away.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And if he knows somebody around that can help you.
What, get the higher content THC?
No, but if you wanted wax or something, or all that.
Oh yeah.
Right? Anything. And what places are good to go to, like, because obviously there's more than one chain probably there, right?
Yeah.
So,
Dead bristleback down there?
And
Cart tracks must have given
Subi,
way
he
in.
lives in.
Some bristlebacks were in here.
What is it? West. I don't know. Fuck. Sounds like a military town. Where he's from. I forget. He's only 3 hours away from Austin, I think. That's why. How do I get over there? Do I go down? And then look up? Oh, there was a way to jump
There's
up.
smoke. I'm deeper in the mine.
Uh-oh.
An explosion?
Oh, snap. Oh, what is all this?
Bro, this is not something they should have showed me.
What?
Oh. Fucking this giant fucking like 5-layer cheeseburger.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You're in the clan chat, right? On Facebook?
Yes.
Bristlebacks.
Go take a look.
Trapped in here. I'm gonna have to take them out before I can look around. Did I find a folder? Definitely over at this machine.
Oh my god. Ooh, that was intense.
What?
Better take a look at where the
Bristlebacks.
smoke's coming from.
They're like robots. Let's see. I could do this, I think, at the same time. If you want to check it out, send to your SharePoint.
Okay.
It's like post-apocalyptic kind of style, so humankind pretty much started back at the beginning, and like there's machines, like animal machines, like rams, you know, ostrich-looking things, like huge dinosaur, mammoths kind of thing. I can't believe they went right through that and missed my shot. Alright. Alright. I thought they said we could shoot environment and stuff. Obviously not that.
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like there's enough blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. This note's addressed to Olvend. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. Olvend must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
Don't go down that way though.
So Olwyn was secretly blasting the mine.
Ah, that's
squeezing all it's worth. Until Bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where? Be careful not to let this stain my hands.
Duke, quiet. And you found this thing which projects this hollow, whatever. And it's old technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's you can find weak spots of animals humans see, or you can scan the environment like that. I'll leave the hide and meat. Need these for arrows. Oh, I need a raccoon. Where is it?
I heard somebody take a shot. Sounded like they had a gun. Oh, you got it. Chicken.
Right?
Sharp as ever.
Not again.
Oh, what we heard shooting. I think they're blasting in that mine.
Oh.
So you're the one who cut our holiday short.
Yes, I am. What was that popped up earlier? I want to take the high road. Actually. So those are the rams, and I can overtake them or kill them.
Wow. You slaughtered, butchered, and cooked your meal hauling
I've learned to override machines and cauldrons before.
Motherfucker had no chance.
No.
Plants?
Whoops. Now you're mine. Oh, well, the hell. Oh, jeez. Run.
Come on, come on!
Goodbye. All right, now.
No, that's not.
Oh, I forgot I got that new weapon. Oops.
How goes it, Hammerhead?
What is it? It's the javelin? No. More damage. Didn't equip it. Inventory. Oh, that's right. Okay. Oops.
What about a rope?
Forgot about that. All right. Oh, oh, wrong door.
Savior, what
There.
news do you bring?
Picked up the Bristleback Trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps.
Perhaps.
If this is true,
oh,
we need confirmation.
Right. I was gonna do
An
this.
inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking.
Watering videos. Which one is it? Escape. East Combat. 5?
Alright, I'll send it into this,
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvin get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but Chain Scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King. Even with the Valley work, Ulvund hopes he can stir up...
And if the I need to go.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot to ask.
Yes. Something else?
How did...
I asked for the posting, overseeing the entire valley. It was...
But you're just like Ulvund.
Ulvund's not. He's been around... I have to.
Okay.
Sunlight.
Alright, everybody. I am going to save the game here. And stop the broadcast until next time, I guess. And...
That reminds me. You know.
And we'll save. Override. Alright, there we go. Another 2 hours down, everyone.